Hiss! I say hiss!
Your years of hunting and tracking have taught you to recognize a territorial animal when you see it.
I'll allow it. You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Hiss. I slinked, of course. Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
Maybe not, Mom.
Perhaps a bit more of this. Good point. I hadn't thought of that.
What's inside?
Ah, you found your way. Good. I haven't forgotten. And as it happens, I was making something to help you on your way. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others. In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren. Let's call a thing a thing. A deep gnome won't get far into the Absolute's orgy of evil. We already learned that in the Underdark with those sadistic Dwergar, didn't we? It's doubly true in this place. You, on the other hand, have proven resourceful in such infiltrations. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it. Let's not ruin the surprise, You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
Yeah, that's the way to go. His lance board trick was meant to soften me up, but I know better. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
Just do your best.
She wants the same thing we do.
I will.
To save the city. She doesn't care if you
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mol's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out. Hope you're right. I'll keep an eye on her anyway. Doesn't hurt to have a beefy auntie on your side, right?
just get burned.
Don't be shy. Have a gun. Premium.
What's on Mr. Rowland?
Last night, bargains right here.
She doesn't care about you. Her focus is the story. Suspicious.
Right, have a gander at the finest stock.
Come on, open up.
Your job is to serve drinks, you little devil. Do it!
Please. Yelchi, premium trinkets and doodads. Best bargain right
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. Oh, it's you. I'd recognize that self-righteous tone anywhere. If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time. That's all I wanted, back at the Grove. But you had other ideas. Carl and Leo are taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're gone. Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken. Bullshit! If they're alive, I can save them. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
I tried telling Mr. Roland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
If this is about Roland, go away! He called me a ragged little devil! I will too. Anyway, it's his loss. I found this book. Old, dusty, full of strange lettering. Pretty sure it's magic. I was gonna give it to Roland so he could learn new spells, you know? Beats drinking till he forgets the ones he knows. Maybe. Anyway, I'm sick of talking. You can go now. Bye-bye.
Last night's best bargain.
Something over there.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest. If you like.
This place is awesome! There's so much stuff!
I don't even know if he'll ever recover, but furthest. Far from. We need a way into the towers.
Last night's best bargains, right here!
Any help from you? She wants to save them. She doesn't care if the Ranjit lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. Her focus is on stopping the cult. I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone when she could. She lies doing her best. You said we can wait. The cult.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
Aye, and more than half the others with him.
We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
It's hard to tell. We were alone in the darkness one moment, surrounded the next.
This army of the Absolute is growing and flowing towards Moonrise. There's worse than goblins on the roads now. I thought we might pass unnoticed along the fringes of this place. Escape the owlbear by hiding in its shadow, so to speak. You can see exactly how well that went. Aye, I did. Maybe you'd have been the one to save us, if you'd been there. Or maybe you'd be missing, along with the rest.
I didn't drop anything.
Managed to do nothing.
Good. It's not dropping anything.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlak? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam, bam! We were all like, whoa!
Ever heard of the Blade of Frontiers, kid? If you like monster smashing, you might be a fan of his work.
Who's that?
A lovely chap. Didn't kick ass in the Blood War, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. But he never got kidnapped by a devil either.
Huh?
Sorry, kid. Look, forget about us begrudgers and bruisers. From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ah! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Last light.
Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like? pleasure doing business with you. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse. Any help from Jahir? She wants the same thing we do. She doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't let that from her. Her focus is the cult. I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to do nothing? Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns?
Just like the best bargains,
We
right
need a way
here.
into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahira?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Jaylar's doing her best, but he shows no signs of waking.
We
Shy.
can wait.
Have a gander at the
But Baldur's
finest
Gate
stock.
can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to do nothing? Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate... He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
Floric.
Hells. I know that voice. Will? In Timora's name, what happened to you?
The Hells have had their vengeance, and I doubt they are done with me.
Ye gods. Fate has no shortage of troubles to burden us with. We believe the cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in? I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Gortash, as in Enver Gortash. Last I knew, he was a minor player in city affairs.
A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then. Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jahira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell.
We'll meet again, God's willing.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. You know what? It probably is. Man has a talent for nuts and bolts. Weapons, too. Hopefully, whatever he's made really is helping defend the city. I'm sure there's a catch, but I guess we'll find out when we get to the city. Home. Gods, I can't wait! Even Gortash can't spoil that.
Well met. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise. I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him. They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it. We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
I don't think Mom would...
Yes, darling.
shy? Have a gander at the finest stock.
Save someone. Children from El Dorel. Maybe not.
As I listen.
Premium trinkets and doodads. Last night's best bargains, right here.
Flame colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
Really? Could you bring him here? You'd be glad of the help, wouldn't you, sir? No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
In his pocket.